Hello ladies and gents, I'm Sir Havoc and welcome back to another gameplay tutorial. So tutorials, it's how my channel started and I ain't done them in ages, you know. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to take a game I played where I felt that maybe I overcome something, or I felt that I did something that you guys could benefit from. The game I picked is a game where I'm in a light tank platoon, but I don't feel as though the matchmaking was great in this game, and I felt as though as a platoon we had to do something to carry the battle, to influence the win. So I want to take you through the decision-making processes I made to do that. What was the information I took in to help me make my decisions, and how I carried it out in the battlefield. Now, although this is a light tank game, I don't feel as though you have to look at this and think, well, I don't play light tanks, because what I did, you could probably have done on a medium tank. Or what I'm trying to teach in this tutorial is the thought pattern, the thought processes. So regardless of the tank you're in, whether it's lights, medium or heavies, you're able to take these thoughts on board, go through this process in the games you are playing in, and hopefully learn to carry the games that you play in instead of just being one of the guys that play support. So you're looking to be a shot caller. You're looking to be the person who has the information, can process it, and can make plays. You're going to be what I'm hoping you'll do is you'll start by watching this to go down the pathway of being the star quarterback, the guy that shouts it out, that makes the plays and creates the moves. Okay, so before we go into the battle, I just want to let you guys know I've started my own little business now. It's separate to my community and it's separate to my my media. And what I'm doing is one-on-one. It sounds a bit funny, doesn't it? One-on-one, one-to-one mentoring and consultation. What does that mean? Okay, what that means is, in addition to everything else that I do, I've started to calendarize my time and basically provide one-to-one mentoring for World of Tanks. Now, obviously, I've got to keep Mrs. Havoc in a manner in which she's become accustomed to, and I have to pay the bills, yada, yada, yada. So just like you would pay anyone else for coaching or instruction, there is a fee charge to that. And I'm sorry, but there's no way around that. I just have to pay to live, you know. But if you are interested, in the description below, you'll see a little bit there that it's my separate web page for if you want to make a booking or check it out. Just moreover, another thing that I'm going to be doing soon is I'm going to be giving consultations to people that want to start up YouTube channels, want to start up Twitch channels, want to build successful clans or even successful multi-game communities like myself. And I'll be doing a similar sort of thing where I can, look at your goals and take you through a process of teaching you how to be successful in whatever endeavour you choose to do regarding that. Anyway, that's enough chat. Let's get onto the battlefield. So ladies and gents, we are here on Highway, and as you can see, I am in a tier 6 light platoon with my friend Sly Meerkat from QSF and Siobhan from What Uni 2, that's one of my clans. And we have got the worst possible matchmaking we can get in this tank. We are up against tier 8s. And let me tell you why I thought maybe this matchmaking isn't quite fair. So I'm just going to pause it there to buy us a bit of time. Now this map, if you bring this up, the areas that this match is fought is over here, medium tanks and lights over here, heavies over here. Okay, you do get some snipey tank destroyers in both places and that, but ultimately these are the two main contested areas. So if we look at the team makeup, we can see that the enemy team has an IS-3, an IS-6 and a KV-4, where we have a 110, a 112 and an IS-3. So I feel that probably their top tier heavies would be better suited to take the city. Now, when I say that, I meant they are slightly better. The IS-6, the IS-3, really, really strong. KV-4, really, really strong. Working together, they, with the part of the map they're in, they stand a good chance. Moreover, our mid-tier heavies, the tier 7 heavies that is, we only have one, the Oni, whereas the enemy team have an IS, an IS-2 and a T-29. So they have 2 more heavy tanks on the battlefield. So that tells me that they are going to be stronger in the city, obviously providing that the heavy tanks go there. The other thing is they have a very good mobile force. Now they have although we do have a Type 59, which could go anywhere. The mobile side of our army is the KV-13, it's the Cromwell, it's the Type 64s, and myself with the Hellcat kind of in support if he decides to come with us. Whereas the enemy team has a Bulldog, 2 Cromwells and 2 VK28s. And that's supported by an SU-100 that could be at the back. So, you know, I'm thinking, God, you know, with the Bulldog, the VK2801s and the 2 Cromwells all working together, they really could make mincemeat of what we got to bring. So, I'm thinking to myself, okay, what am I going to do to influence the outcome of this battle? Well, I'm going to go and contest this open area here. So I'm just going to pull this up here. You can clearly see this area, they need to come from here up to here. And when they can reach this area here, they can be spotted. Now, if you let them get to here or here, it can be a very hard fight, almost impossible. So what I want to do is move forward as quick as I can and get these spots in here and hopefully cause them to stop so they don't get shot. Because it would be much better for us to get up here before they can get up there. So let's see how it goes. Now, if you don't know this space here, it's a beautiful little bush. I normally just hang around here to kind of like the right hand side of it. I'm in good cover here, so unless I get proxy spotted, I'm not going to be spotted now. And I can see all the tanks coming across the way that I was just looking and straight ahead here. So it's a lovely little place to be. And if I just pause it there, I'm just going to show you. So we've got Siobhan and we've got Daryl, that sly meerkat. Where is he? So we've got Siobhan up there in a bush, nicely concealed, and Daryl there. So between us, you know, we've really got this spotting covered. And here's the first one, the Bulldog. So he's come forwards, and straight away he's been spotted, and now he's stopped and pulled back. And that's the kind of effect that this has, rather than racing across. And that's enabled the Cromwell on our side to really push forward. His name's Latoup. He's pushed forward in a really aggressive place. Now he's going to try and pull back, and to be honest, he does need to, because he could really have some damage done to him there. But look, these spots that I've just provided have just shown the IS-3. Just bear in mind, I'm just going to pause up there, the VK behind us there. They've shown that there's an IS-3 and an IS in front of us. Now that's valuable intel, because our heavy tank, and if you're a heavy tank player, bear this in mind, our heavy tank should be looking at that minimap and thinking, IS-3 and IS up there, that means we can be a bit more aggressive in town. Rather than being a bit passive and camping, we can push there, we can contest that area. So that's what they should be looking at there. So another thing to bear in mind now is we've now, in our situation over on this side, the situation's changed. Because we've got 2 heavy tanks to contend with. And on this flank we've got the 2 Type 64s, a Hellcat, a Cromwell, myself, and the Type 59 has come up as well. You know, the KV-13 didn't come with us by the looks of it. He's gone to the other part, he's in the town. So, and the Super Persian's in the town too. So we need to just bear that in mind. But it doesn't mean to say we have to panic, because if you surround heavies, you know, they can get in a bit of trouble. We just need to be patient, nothing silly here. Now, once this Bulldog's out the way, I know that they're going to struggle to spot me from this range, so I now pretty much can shoot with relative safety. The only thing that can spot me is something that I haven't seen yet, which could be the SU-100, or it could be like the remaining VK on their side, or it could be this Cromwell. But I think at this range I'm quite safe to shoot, so I'm going to start trying to put a bit of damage down now. Because I've got a beautiful cannon on this gun that I want to put to play. Now there's a very slow slug speed to this gun, and you have to lead your shots quite a lot. And you can see, although I aimed at the rear of that Cromwell, when he pulled back I only just hit the front. And I'm normally very good at using this cannon. So this is what I'm going to do. Smacked him for 410 there, beautiful shot, and he's certainly going to pull back. And in the meantime, Daryl had taken care of that VK that was behind me. I've been spotted, I'm going to pull back to cover. You can see that I jinked left, then I went right. And now I'm going to lose my spot. But I'm not going to bug out, and I'm not going to do nothing hasty. There's the Hellcat up there, Latoup. Push it. Is it Latoup? No, it ain't. It's Hoopschler. He's pushing forwards, putting some damage in. And we've still got some things to contend with here. There's a Cromwell coming round on my left there we need to be aware of. But he has just been taken out with a lovely shot from Siobhan. And Siobhan's map awareness, beautiful there to see a Cromwell shooting us wide right. A well-led shot from me on that Cromwell takes him out. And that means I can push forwards a bit more now. Both Cromwells are gone, and the spotting capability of these heavies is greatly reduced. They do still have the SU-100 I've got to be care of. The city's still going okay. It's a bit of a fight there, but it's looking like they could definitely be getting the better of the city. So now we've got to push. So the Hellcat went for it. The Cromwell's going for it. So I say to Siobhan and Meerkat, we've got to go for it. We've got to support them. The IS-3 and IS could easily take out the Cromwell and the Hellcat, and we don't want to let their deaths be in vain. So we want to get into a position where we can help. Okay, put one into the IS-3, tracking him now. Now I'm pulling back. So bear that in mind, guys. Listen, if you're writing stuff down, be aware of what your teammate's doing. If they make a play, follow it. Now, I said you want to learn to be a playmaker. We're making plays here. Okay, but there's nothing worse than when you make a play and your team doesn't realise that you're doing it. They haven't got the map awareness or the situational awareness to recognise that you're actually making a play here, a play that could win you the game. We just made a play as a group, the Cromwell, the Hellcat and us 3 tanks. We went forwards, we've taken out the mediums, we've taken out 2 heavy tanks, and now it's 8-6, and this is our game to play for. We're right on their cap, so the game is ours, because unless them heavies can get back, you know, we can cap them out. We've got to make sure this area is clear. There's no point us capping yet. We've got to take this artillery out and see where else is lingering. One thing I love about this gun, it can hit for like 500 odd damage on soft targets. Take him out for 400, kill the S51 for 223, and it's racking up the damage here. And now we've spotted the SU-100. So I'm of course going to go on that. At this point in the game, we could just but I really want to take out this SU-100. Sorry about that, my computer just done a well wobbly and crashed the desktop. So if there's a little bit of a flicker there, my apologies. Good use of the handbrake here. Missed me shot. I'm coming around this SU to get a bit more damage. Now the game's ours, the play's been made. We read the map, we went to the right location, we spotted the tanks, we put some damage down, we did nothing silly. We didn't rush in, we didn't lose our hit points unnecessarily. We was patient, we played the game, we watched the minimap. Now there's 2 heavy tanks left, and we're capping out. There's 16 seconds to go. My 2 mates have decided to hang back and get some cap points, but I wanted to push forward and get a bit more damage, because I like to get as much damage as I can. I'm just that sort of player. Now there's 4, 3, 2 seconds left, and then one of the guys comes off. And it's really nice that he come off, because never guess what, the KV-4 just got spotted. So they come off just to see if we could, you know, maybe they thought that I was just about to spot something, so they come off just to buy me a little bit of extra time to get some damage. They bought me the time, the 2 heavy tanks have been spotted. Here we go, nice little shot. Unfortunately, I sailed it straight into the tracks. Although I aimed for the tracks, normally the slugs go a bit higher, so I was hoping it would hit the engine deck. It didn't. I put one into the turret and away we go. So that was that match there. And let's go to the post-game stats. But before we do so, let's just have a quick chat about the game. The game, in my opinion, they had a really good chance of winning both the top and the bottom. Unfortunately for their team, their heavies went to the top. Regardless of that, their heavies still won the city. So if them other 2 heavies are there, they could have really pushed that and really challenged our cap. However, our mediums, despite us having, you know, not as much there as they did, we outplayed the open. The 3 linked-in light tanks there with me, Sly Meerkat and Siobhan spotted and put some crucial damage down with the support of the Cromwell, the Type 59 and the Hellcat all playing really well. Together we put a lovely spread round there, so they were being shot from, what, 5 or 6 different angles. There wasn't a place where they could pop up and make a shot without being shot by 2 different people. And that's overcoming matchmaking with good strategy, with good map awareness and good team play. And don't forget, when you make a play, let your team know. But if your teammates making plays, follow them up. Check the minimap. If you see a Hellcat rushing across, don't think, oh my god, he's rushing in. Think of what it means for your current situation. That Hellcat and the Cromwell called the play by going for it. Then we backed them up and we made sure we was there to make it all count. Because had we not done that, had the Cromwell and Hellcat got in and got killed, then we were facing 2 heavy tanks. And although we were 3 light tanks, and yeah, probably we could have gone and took that out, you know, it only takes them heavy tanks to load a bit of HE and they're one-shotting us, you know. So here we are with the post-game stats. Here's the front page, guys. I'm in the VK2801 and I get 8,688 WN8 with this game, which is quite a solid game for a light tank. Despite the inaccuracy of this gun, I managed to get 90% hit rate, which is awesome. Here we are with the team scores, guys. I managed to get myself up the top there. 1,123 damage, 1,603 base XP with 3 kills. Nice. We've got Sly Meerkat there for QSFX. He's on 713, 2 kills. And where's that little Siobhan? There she is. Bags herself, 222, 1 kill, 414. But that kill that she did get was awesome on that flanking wide Cromwell. Nice one, Siobhan. Now, got myself 36,000 profit with this. Out of the shots I fired, 11 shots. I hit 10, penetrated 9, and damage done 1,603. Damage done from damage done from a distance of more than 300 meters, 563, and damage received 406. Now, I did do 1,684 damage by detection and 189 by tracking. So, yeah, that was cool. So what did I do that was amazingly special in this game? Let's be honest, absolutely nothing. And that's the point of my tutorial. So if you're watching this and you're here for the first time, I'm not going to teach you to fly in a tank. You can't do it. You can, well, in actual fact, my old mate Feats would tell you otherwise. But my tutorial's about taking the basics and taking strategy and taking the tools that the game gives you and putting them all together to create good, solid gameplay. You know, what I do really well is strategy. I read the map well. I read the map at the beginning. I read the team lineups well, and I'm watching what's happening in the battle, not just with me, but with everyone. And I can probably do that because I used to play strategy games like Company of Heroes, Blitzkrieg, etc. But that really serves me well. And I don't play much these days because I get so busy with my stream and Twitch and all that lot and the community and that. But when I go back to it, you know, you're always a bit rusty. But one thing I'm not rusty with is that kind of awareness, and it carries me through, and it can carry you through. We're going to get on to side scraping, peekaboo, tracking, all that later. You know, I've done them before, and I'm going to do new videos, updated videos, because we've got to get up with the times. That's not what this video is about. This video is about reading them teams, making a play, being the one that makes a play, or being the one that's recognising a play is being made and getting there. That's the primary thing. Secondary, you've got all them other things that I pointed out. So watch the video again if you have to, but basically what I'm saying is when you get them games where you think matchmaking is a bit don't get down. Don't be one of these people that looks at the team scores or looks at the lineup and think, oh my god, this can't be done. Because the truth is, it can be. You don't know what the enemy team's going to do. I didn't know that the IS-3 and the IS were going to come to the open, but they did. So we put ourselves into a position where we was at all different vectors. We didn't just all run up into A1 as a platoon and then try to fight higher tier lights and mediums head on. We spread out. We got some spots. We put some shots in from safe range. We were patient. We didn't just rush in. We was able to get our shots and our spots safely at the beginning. And then when the time comes in the battle that plays were being made, you know, we made the original play and then we pulled back and then we supported the play. So we made the play out there to get the spots and to get the damage. And then when the Cromwell and the Hell come across, we saw that and we went for it. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to focus. I want you to watch this. Then I want you to go and play some games. And I just want you to focus on playing casually and having fun, but watching a mini-map, seeing when you've got an opportunity to make a play, or watch when your teammates are making plays. Be there to support them. Obviously, if they're just going to do a noob rush into 5 tanks and there's just one of them, you're not going to do that, are you? Yeah? You're going to use your common sense. But when there's a play, what I'm saying is when there's a play that you make the difference. When there's a play, whether you on your own or your platoon, if you being there can win that with the support of them others, then you've got to get there. You've got to be there on time. So that's that. So, don't forget to check out my 1v1 tutorials, mentoring in the description below. This weekend, there's going to be a video released. It's going to be my first Let's Play video on this channel, sponsored by AN Games, with a game called Astronet, which is an Android game for your phone, which I've been playing this last few months, and I've got a bit addicted to be honest. But yeah, it's great fun. So keep an eye out for that this weekend. And my name's Sir Havoc, and I'll see you all later. Goodbye for now.